Hello everyone, Lone Dancer here. I am making this video in the hopes that it will act as a basic guide for up-and-coming movies. It's maybe a bit of Hodge-Podge, just a collection of little tidbits and things I've learned and just kind of basic information. It's not going to be super in-depth because I don't have the time, and because this is live gameplay, so I have it somewhat rehearsed. But I'm trying my best not to go stuttering and whatnot as I play the game and talk. So, without further ado, this is a very basic guide on medic. Anywho, moving on. So as a medic, you have a variety of tools to enact your goal of engaging in medicine, or harm, depending on how you play the class. So to do that, you have about 5 mediguns, I think 5 primaries, and 4 melees. And you can mix match these as you wish. I personally run an all stock, because that's the most consistent, as that's what the goal of stock is. But do what plays your playstyle. A quick run through of all the mediguns real quick is, because that's your most important tool, your medigun, that's how you heal people, that's how you do your job. So you have the stock medigun, which just gives you and your patient invincibility for 8 seconds. And currently potent tool, it looks like this. You turn shiny green, you take no more damage. Will solve most issues. Next, you have the Crit Krieg, which gives you gives your patient guaranteed critical hits, aka triple damage, and it's an incredible tool for just breaking down a large group of enemies, and it also charges faster than stock. However, if a Crit Krieg Uber meets a stock Uber head-on, it's going to lose to the sheer fact that crits mean nothing to a target that will not take damage. Next, you have the Quick Fix, aka the Rejuvenator, as it is known in typical colors too. The Quick Fix, or the Rejuvenator, has 40% faster healing, and builds Uber 10% quicker, but has a 50% overheal penalty, meaning that you only get half the overheal that other mediguns get. However, this does work in the medigun's favor, because with the Quick Fix, you can just build at maximum rate all the time, unless someone else has fully overhealed your patient. And your Uber is a mega heal, which just triples your healing to like 100 healing a second. And you are not affected by any movement effects, such as knockback, stuns, or air blast. Next, you have the Blood Doctor, which is kind of just a baby crits. It has like 4 charges. You gain Uber by your patient taking damage, and you grant them 2.5 seconds of mini crits. In all honesty, just use the Crit Krieg. You'll get far more reliable and consistent results. Next and finally, you have the Vaccinator. The Vaccinator is right now a drop that you only get through sheer RNG, but maybe added to the shop in TC2. It offers 3 resistance types: bullet, fire, and explosive, of which you will grant 75 damage reduction, as well as full crit immunity, meaning that critical damage is ignored, reduced back to base, and then that base is further affected by the resistances. Similar to the Blood Doctor, has 4 charges that each last 2.5 seconds. You can stack several charges, so a person can have all three types of resistances. It gains Uber 67% faster on healing patients, but that is cut down by negative 38% whenever you heal someone who is overhealed. You also build Uber heal 67% slower. For what it makes, while it lacks a giant, large, shiny Uber, it does more than make up for that by the sheer fact that you can just continually pump out no more die bubbles, as it only takes about 6 seconds to get an Uber. And if this is anything like TF2, you also get faster Uber gain if you successfully pair the right damage resistance against the right, damage. And that's the mediguns. And then you have your primaries and your melees. Like one is specifically, I suggest using the crossbow. It gives you a great burst heal as well as a range damage attack that's consistent across no matter how far or close you are to your target. You always just do a flat 56 unless they have any damage resistances or vulnerabilities. Other than that, you'll always know what to do. And then you have the stock saw, which is what I use as well, as I said earlier, because of that bonus healing without having to have a cost of less damage, as you get maximum swing speed and full damage as well. And then you have the Super Saw and other things like that. Super Saw just gives you Uber on hit. The Dentist Delight gives you longer Uber per hit. And then you have the Amputator, which gives you a very potent self-heal and one for your teammates. And now for tips, tricks, and kind of landmarks. So tips as medics, let's begin with that first, is have the high ground and have good positioning. Typically, to like rehash something that other medic YouTubers say in like TF2 is, if the enemy cannot see you, the enemy cannot shoot you. If the enemy cannot shoot you, they cannot kill you. And if they cannot kill you, you're not dead, and if you're not dead, you're healing people. And as long as you're healing people, you're useful. And remember this very important thing, a dead medic is a useless medic. So try not to die. Like, the #1 thing for you not to do is do not die. Sounds kinda stupid, but trust me, if you just do not die, you'll be far more effective. Secondly, don't go for, like, stabs and shots unless you absolutely have to, or you know you will make the shot. As otherwise, you're wasting time that you could have spent healing someone, and instead you're doing it as the class, which has the least DPS out of all 9 classes. Like, literally, all 8 other classes are going to out-DPS you. However, if you get good enough for the class, you will have your melee skills should become formidable, but again, that should be a last-ditch effort, and you should actively be seeking out targets, unless you're completely accurate you can make them. Another thing, so things you want to work on, so more tips is, don't hard pocket. Kind of give everyone equal amounts of healing, except if the person, I mean, high-level people or people who just the game should get more attention. But make sure to toss heals at anyone you can. If a person's low, just take the time to move your crossbow or just get them up with crit heals if you have that, if they've been out of the battle for long enough. The collective group health will keep your team alive much longer than if you just hard pocket one person. This is kind of not me much goes with what I was saying, but working on aim is a huge step forward. Working on aim for just crossbows. Learning how to dodge. Tips for snipers, don't jump. If you're jumping, you go in like a predictable line, you're gonna arc in a specific way. Instead, spam crouch and kind of look in any direction until you're out of your sight lines. This will kind of stop people new to sniper and will pause those who are competent snipers. But against like truly competent snipers, it's gonna save you. But mostly the main way to counter snipers is to stay out their sight lines. So there's that. So stay band covers. Again, if they cannot see you, they cannot shoot you. Next, you want to learn how to have a good feel to the battlefield. Because while you're killing someone, you don't have to be looking directly at them. Take the time. Feel free to look around as you heal people. Look what's happening. Because you want to know if there's spies around, if someone's trying to flank you. Because as a medic, you naturally have one of the largest fields of view of the entire battlefield. Because you can see enemy health, your team's health. So naturally, you want to, and you're able with your class, you're able to take the time to just look around as you do your stuff. So take advantage of that. It will help you a lot. It'll help you with your healing if you simply know what's going on. Make sure to keep an eye out for spies, because they're going to be your main counter, and keep an eye out for snipers as well. Really keep an eye out for everyone, because as a medic, you should be any competent player's priority target. Because you offer the ability to offset damage, as well as keeping people in the fight with overheal. And Ubers are the closest thing in this game as an ultimate, so Ubers are incredibly potent, and any team will try to stop them as much as they can. So your goal as a medic is to outsmart them all, to outskill them all. There's another thing that you should learn is that you're not have to experience medic luck. Medic luck is basically Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will absolutely go wrong. So your goal is to minimize the amount of things that can go wrong. Medic luck kicks in at triple force once you reach about 90% Uber. Your teammates will start dying quicker, they'll start walking away from you, next thing you know they're all dead, so you have no one to heal. Tons of things, a sniper will suddenly walk onto you. You'll turn around and find like there's like 3 people just behind you. Just 3 enemies, just right there. You'll find, and yeah, all sorts of things. So your goal is to try to minimize those potential abilities as much as you possibly can. Or else medic luck absolutely will get you killed. So yeah, that's medic luck. The next tip is, well, this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but heal other medics. For whatever reason, not a lot of new medics don't heal other medics. They kind of just hard pocket one person. Don't do this. Trust me, you'll be a lot better served if you take the time to heal other medics. Because if your medic's alive, they can keep you alive. So it's a mutual thing of just mutual respect and healing. So please, heal your fellow medics, heal your fellow doctors. They'll appreciate it, and they'll appreciate you back by healing you as well when you're low. As if he has 2 medics are an incredibly potent tool for any team, so if you can keep both medics alive at the same time, that's very good. And if both medics are good, you can always do the comical thing of Uber chaining. Come on, medic, go. I believe in you. Okay, I guess. Alright, that was a failed Uber. Another important skill to learn is Uber timing. Trust me, you want to learn this. An Uber that you didn't use successfully might as well not be an Uber at all. I just figured out the push, so by knowledge of engagement, tell me I should retreat before the battle moves up, because we have now lost that spawn and that resupply cabinet. And as people start respawning, they're going to begin regrouping over here and begin placing sentries around this area in order to block people off. And as this happens, a group of flankers are going to come in. Not the class flankers, but just people who are trying to play as a flank type style. And you can see people are eventually retreating. And you'll see in about like the next 30 seconds, people are going to begin approaching here. They're going to start pushing that cart, whatnot. Now, a lot of skills are going to be learned by just playing the game, such as like game sense, movement, positioning. You'll naturally gain these through playtime, and you'll gain these quicker if you take the time to actually be mindful of them and practice while you're playing. But you will gain them over time. It's another thing to take advantage of, as right now, in the current state of the game, as I post this, you are currently unable to heal disguised spies. Use this to your advantage as a free spy check. If you cannot heal a person, first check, make sure you're just simply not misclicking them. And if you still can't do it, it means they're a spy. So inform your team, or if you're really confident in your ability, which against a good spy you shouldn't be, just inform your team, let them take care of it. And sadly, due to the T22's lack of VC, you will have to take the time to quickly pause the chat or use the voice lines instead of being like, spy behind you, medic. But yeah. And there's a lot of things, little tips and tricks you'll learn as you just play on. For crossbow aim, if you want something like that, it's all about just prediction. Like how the bolt moves. You want to shoot for where they will be, not where they are right now. Now, the exact same applies for enemies as well. Shoot for where they will be, and not where they are right now. Trust me, you'll get good results. Okay, we're about to go. And they pushed the point, unfortunately. Okay. Well, I think this is going to wrap up this little video, and I hope all goes well, and that this Hodge-Podge guide of mine has helped you on your journey. Good luck, and safe medicking.